Alright guys, back on the olds here. Looks a little different. Under the hood and on the front end here, no overspray, everything's repainted. Fender wells. That's pretty nice. The heater core's in. Like I said, all the hoses are all on now. Changed how they should be. Got rid of all this overspray. New battery in, new cable ends on. And I think I showed it once before on this car. It had an issue right here. There's the outer panel here. Comes down the cowl top if you want to refer to it as that. Then we see right here, if you look real close, you can see the divider. This inner lip, that's the windshield channel. Where the dashboard comes down, the windshield sits in. Well, this car has a stainless steel panel. This is it right here. It covers the top part of the cowl, which the windshield wipers will come down and sit on. So I think probably because that panel was in here, it caused a rust issue right here. Right here. You can see I've got it filled at this point. I filled that with a 2-part epoxy. I could have taken the windshield out and cut this out and made a piece to go in there, but this channel that the windshield sits in, that's the interior of the car back here. This top cover piece out here, the back part of the cowling, it's simply any water that would happen to come in through this hole that was in here leaked down to the inner cowling, which this, the lower panel that you see below, is the interior part of the dashboard. So the lower panel is the weatherproof panel for the cabin of the vehicle. The upper cowl cover here is simply the vent. It conceals the wiper arms, wiper transmission arms, holds the wiper transmission ends here. So that's the only purpose of this panel. So I didn't think it warranted removing the windshield and cutting a metal panel put in here. I'll sand the epoxy down, we'll paint it, and then, like I said, the stainless steel cover plate goes back over it. It'll be a good fix for this car. It's never out in any weather to speak of anyhow. So that's what we're doing on this. I'm going to finish this up today. I'm going to sand that out and fix that and get some paint on that. And then we're going to start masking. I'll mask off the vinyl top after that, and I'll mask all the under hood area. We'll continue with our sanding preparation. On to the next step with this one now. Let's get it ready for paint now. I'll show you here real quick the kind of epoxy I use. I may have mentioned this once before for some different things. It's made by Plexus Company. Is that the focus? It's called methacrylate adhesive. There's part numbers. 3500. Pretty expensive material. I buy these small tubes. I used to use these where I worked at before, and it has a lot of uses. It's great for bonding fiberglass or steel pieces. You can bond fiberglass to steel with this material, and it will tear the fiberglass before it breaks the bond away from the steel. Very good material. Like I said, pretty pricey. I've had this tube over a year. I don't remember what I paid for this tube, but I only buy a couple tubes at a time because of shelf life on it, of course. Like I say again, just a good 2-part material. Just push them out. Push out equal amount of parts here. I don't have the little caulking gun for it, but push those out, mix it up and apply. About a 10-minute set on this one. Have to work quick with it. It makes fast and slow setness, so something you guys can take a look at, maybe have an application for it. Does dry hard, does not stay flexible. So that's where we are in the olds right now, guys. Say we're getting there. I get this finished up and we'll be done under the hood with this car. I think it looks a lot better. Say no overspray on anything else. Alright guys, I'm going to go get that finished up. make some more videos as we make more progress. Alright guys, a few minutes later here, and there you go. All sealed up, epoxied shut. I don't think there'll ever be a problem with any other leaks or of the damaged area expanding or getting any larger. We've neutralized any rust that was there. So it makes for a nice fix without having to remove a windshield in something like this. If it would have been, said before, I talked about if it would have been in the channel here under the glass, well, we had no choice but to take the glass out. There you have it, guys. Alright, here we are. Do a little masking here. We're going to mask with the vinyl top. Then I popped one of these moldings off, and I thought about someone here. Let's see if I can get this thing halfway adjusted up here. Okay. Watching a little of Slow SRT Matt's video, and they were working on Angel's Nova. He showed us a pair of these kind of pliers. I even had these things. But I tell you, they are great. You can find the hooks. Plastic in there, it doesn't make life any easier. But they do the job, man. There you go, buddy. They definitely make life easier. Alright, guys. Here's what they are, guys. These are just cheapies. They really do work. I was having a little trouble on this because of this vinyl. Here's how they work when you open them up. And you get them under your molding. And you slide them up, they'll hook under this clip right here. When you squeeze the other side down, they squeeze in, and as you can see how they squeeze in, it pulls the clip back. That allows the molding to snap free. I was having a little trouble because of the vinyl top on this car, letting it grab into the vinyl. Anyway, thanks Matt. Another little tip. I hadn't used these in ages, but when I saw you taking the moldings off on the Nova, I knew these were the same style. This was the tool I wanted. Thanks for watching, guys. Alright guys, told you I was masking this edge. Most people probably have their own ways of masking, and I'm just going to show you how I do it. I like to keep the tape on the roll and not tear it off in pieces. I tape from my tape line where I'm going to meet my paint up. And I try to keep my tape pulled tight. I would say just a little bit of fingernail makes life a little bit easier. I keep the tape stretched tight and keep that edge rolling down under. So I know I'm farther than the eye is actually ever going to be able to see. Watch it and keep it stretched, guys. Tuck it up underneath. You get to some of these other places, they're a little bit harder. These curves, your tape stretched tightly, and you'll find that it'll bend right around them. You can actually see here this curve will almost suck underneath. Clean mask job makes all the difference, guys. Not to mention keeping paint off what you don't want to get paint on. Alright, I'm too short to reach out to get a stool. You kind of see what I do with it. I'm sure everyone has their own ways. It's something as simple as masking. But like I said, it can make a big difference. Try to get it sucked all the way underneath the edge. Don't cover any areas you're going to paint. Alright guys, just another little part of these jobs that can actually mean a lot. Alright guys, we got everything taped. See, I've already started sanding. I'll show you a little thing here. I just have to walk away from that camera a minute, but here you go. Little trick here. You get these tight places. You know, you probably have a sanding block you bought. It's the right size, so right there, guys. Tongue depressor. Rolled sandpaper. 220 here. Just wrap it around, guys. Wrap it around a stick. As you wear down, peel it off and tear it. Cut your surface open. Come back, crosshatch sand it. So anyway guys, see how that works in close areas? Pretty easy. Keeps it flat. Just that quick, I'll go over and cut the edges in. You can see what it did. I'm not going to bore you with so much of this, guys. Watching someone sand, you know. That's kind of like watching paint dry, right? Alright guys, here you go. Sorry about that focus the last time, guys. I don't know why it went out of focus. It's on the tripod when I did that. Here you go. You can see what we're doing here. Little run right here yet. Correct those, but you can see how quickly that blocks in. Follow over this with some 400 and we'll be ready to go. Alright guys. There we go. You guys kind of see what we've got here on this. I'll go back and sand these edges a little bit here by hand and make sure that our paint will have proper adhesion underneath the edge of the molding goes back on. Quite a bit more sanding on this. Top of this rear fender and so forth. Whole car is done. 220, 320. Done some 600 already. Gonna go ahead and completely do the car in 600. I did this Thursday night last night, and I'm going to continue sanding today. I don't know if I'm making more videos today, since sanding's pretty boring, but we'll go ahead and get it taped. Have the tape off the trunk opening, the vinyl top, my door openings, windshield. I'll tape off the paper all under the hood. I've got to finish up sanding and prepping the deck lid, the hood, so we'll work on that. We're going to be pretty close to being ready for paint after a good day on it today. I got a pretty busy weekend ahead of me. I don't know how much I'll work on it Saturday or Sunday, but we'll see. Time allows, I'll definitely be here on it. So anyway, that's where we stand right now with the Olds, guys. It's getting there. Make some more vids as we make progress.